The Middle East is once again on the edge of a wider war. The Israel-Iran conflict, which began with a deadly airstrike, has now entered its fourth day, and it shows no signs of slowing down. Over 224 people in Iran have been reported dead, and 24 casualties have been confirmed in Israel following Iran's retaliatory strikes. What triggered this escalation? What does it mean for the world? And where is this headed? This current escalation began last Friday, when Israeli airstrikes targeted the Iranian consulate in Damascus, Syria. Several high-ranking Iranian officials were reportedly killed in the attack. Iran responded furiously, calling it a violation of international law, and vowed to retaliate. That retaliation came swiftly in the form of hundreds of drones and missiles launched toward Israel, in what Tehran called Operation True Promise. This is not just tit-for-tat warfare. It's a dangerous power struggle playing out between two nations with deep hostility and years of proxy tensions. As of now, the situation remains volatile. Iran claims that at least 24 people have died from Israeli strikes, many of them civilians. According to state media, Israel, on the other hand, confirms that 24 people were killed in Iran's massive retaliatory missile and drone attacks. Israel's defense systems like Iron Dome and Arrow 3 intercepted most of the incoming threats, but not all. Explosions have rocked cities like Tel Aviv, Haifa, and even parts of Jerusalem. Air raid sirens and underground bunkers are now part of daily life for many civilians. The world is watching this closely. The United States has backed Israel's right to defend itself, while urging both sides to avoid full-scale war. Russia and China have called for de-escalation, fearing regional instability. The United Nations held an emergency session, but no immediate resolution has been reached. Meanwhile, nations like Saudi Arabia and the UAE are on high alert, watching nervously as tensions rise across the Middle East. Oil markets are already reacting. Global prices are rising as fears grow about the safety of supply lines in the region. This isn't just a conflict between two nations, it's a regional flashpoint that could spiral out of control. Experts warn that if the fighting continues, it could drag in proxy groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon, and even spread to Iraq, Syria, and Yemen. That means millions more civilians could be at risk. At the same time, both governments are under internal pressure. Neither wants to appear weak, and that makes diplomacy extremely difficult right now. So, how does this end? No one knows for sure, but one thing is clear: the longer this conflict continues, the greater the cost to human life, regional stability, and global peace. This is no longer just Israel versus Iran. It's a battle that could reshape the entire Middle East. Subscribe for more in-depth reports from around the world right here on Extravault Reports.